Over the past several years, Gulf Power's customer growth in Northwest Florida has continued on an upward climb. In some areas, such as Pace and Destin, customer growth can easily be measured in double digits. To meet present and future demand, Gulf Power Company recently completed the most ambitious transmission project ever done at the company, the Crist to Holly 115 kV rebuild. The Crist to Holly transmission project covered nearly 35 miles, involved some 35 Gulf Power employees, 50 contract personnel, cost an estimated $7 million, and took 2 years to plan. The entire project was divided into 2 phases. The first phase, completed in early May of 2000, covered over 26 miles and saw 396 wood poles replaced with 178 concrete and steel poles. The second phase, completed in late December, covered only a little over 7 miles, but crossed some of the most environmentally sensitive land in Northwest Florida. 32-year veteran Larry Brooks was project coordinator.
We had several issues that we had to look at, especially crossing Scamber River Field and the Scamber River Swamp. In that area, it's about 3.3 miles, and we crossed approximately 6 rivers just in that area. It's extremely sensitive wetlands. We had this 115 kV line was built in the center of a 300-foot right-of-way. We also had 2 additional 230 kV lines that run parallel and on each side of this existing 115 kV line. Our objective was to rebuild this 115 kV line, and across that environmental sensitive area while we were there was to rebuild the towers in that location to facilitate 2 double circuit 230 kV line. So we had our work cut out for us.
There were several challenges that had to be overcome in order to complete the project. The first was how to deal with the old foundations through the marshlands and whether or not they could be used to support the new structures. After several months of engineering review, the foundations, formed over pilings driven 45 feet into the marsh some 30 years ago, were given the green light. However, the next challenge proved a little tricky because it required working around a federally protected bird.
Ospreys are federally protected migratory birds, and they nest in the existing towers out there. Each tower had a nest in it. So the nesting season is from January the 15th to August the 1st. So rebuild of the line in that time frame was just totally out. So we had to do it, to rebuild the line in a short period of time in the fall of the year after the osprey nesting.
So how do you accommodate environmental concerns, rebuilding a 115 kV transmission line under a shortened time span between 2 energized lines while not having to worry about meeting any increased electrical demand?
We come up with the idea, well, maybe we can get a helicopter in here to do this.
Brooks called in experts who have established an excellent track record for this type of work.
We contacted Erickson Aircrane. They're experts in using the helicopter in transmission line construction. They sent a representative down to take a look at our area and see if they could do the job for us. After reviewing the weights of the towers, the existing towers, it was determined that the heaviest tower of the existing towers was approximately 15,000 pounds. His pickup capacity was 22,000 pounds. So it was determined that he could remove the existing towers completely. All we have to do is just unbolt them, he would hook to them and fly the total tower out. And that he could install the new towers. However, the new towers would have to be specially designed to accommodate a helicopter lift. The new towers were going in at bigger towers to accommodate double circuit 230 kV line. So they're going to be much larger towers and heavier towers. So the towers would have to be designed in picks in parts.
While it took only a little less than 2 hours to remove the 16 towers, special care and preparation was given to each of the towers that crossed the environmentally sensitive areas.
These towers were unique in the fact that we were using existing foundations, and they were four-legged towers, had to be constructed, designed and constructed for double circuit 230 kV lines. Also, the fact that we were going to install them with the use of a helicopter, and no part of the tower could weigh more than 18,000 pounds. So it's quite a feat to design and build these towers. We had to install an additional structure near one of the rivers for clearance over the river. This particular structure was a two-pole structure using vibratory casing foundations. The helicopter flew in the casings, the vibratory driver and the vibratory casings were driven for that particular structure.
Looking back, Brooks says that this entire project had to be a real team effort.
It's pretty much a challenge from day one on this particular problem. But everything went well, and there was a lot of effort, and time put into this thing, and it paid off. The efforts paid off. The hard work, that everybody put into this thing. The design engineers, the helicopter people, people from Gulf Power Company. We had a tremendous amount of people involvement from Gulf Power Company within the company itself that worked as a team on this thing and made it happen, all the way from purchasing to warehouse, security, health and safety. Chris Plant helped us out. How many more could there be? Forestry services, just go on. And each one of those people jumped in there, did their part. Their involvement could have been a small amount or it could have been a large amount. However, each one of those people jumped in there, and it was a Southern style effort on Gulf Power's part to get this thing accomplished.
Gulf Power wishes to thank the following departments for their help and efforts in completing the 115 kV Crist to Holly rebuild. In addition, Gulf Power wishes to thank the following outside contractors responsible for development, construction, and deployment of the transmission project.